Hey everyone, I am so tired. I think I could fall asleep, but I'm not gonna fall asleep because I am paranoid that the pipes are gonna freeze because they did this morning when, for the first time in a long, 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 long time, I fell asleep at 11 p.m. and I woke up at 6:30. And when I woke up and saw it was 6:30, I was like, "Oh, the pipes are gonna be frozen." I was doing some wishful thinking. I'm like, no, they're not. And then the pipes were frozen, and we had to call the landlord to get a plumber over here, and luckily it got unfrozen. Well, it got pushed through. Hey, Diane. Hey, Winter Moon. Welcome in, you guys. So, um, it's crazy. It only took like I think my daughter said she went to use the bathroom like around 4, so she got up at 7. So that was only 3 hours of the water not running, and the pipes froze. So now I got to get up at, I want to get up at 3 to run everything, and she forgot to leave the drips going a little bit. So I got to make sure that's done. And I'm just going to be paranoid over it. Before, almost every house I lived in, the pipes froze. One house, the pipes burst. I had to move from there. Like, it's so cold. You just gotta try to save your damn pipes. It's the first time in this house that it did it, but all you need is one good time to lose everything when it's this cold. So yeah. What's the weather like there with you guys? What's your moon day? I think they said it was like -3 right now on the weather thing before I went on here. And then the snow's supposed to be moving in, so getting like groceries and everything was hard to do today. I had to get it from like Uber Eats and pay extra money for somebody to get the order and stuff for just like 13 things. Yeah, they're waiting for the storm too, yeah. So it's gonna suck if the snow comes in along with the freezing, frigid fucking air, but I'm sure that's gonna happen. We haven't gotten anything yet either. As far as snow, it's just been the cold. I put a heater in where my pipes are and I run it. Yeah, we have a heater too, and we have the heater where the pipes are too. That's what makes it so scary is that the heater was on and it still only took like 3 to 4 hours for the pipe to freeze. Um, I just stand the entire ride home. Oh no, no seats. Wow. It's still the same here, 19. Hmm. Yeah, we're below zero right now. I'm gonna stay that way, I think, for 3 days. I mean, in the daytime, it might get up to like 8 or 9, but at night, it's below zero. And like I said, to know that the heater's on and the pipe still froze, that's crazy. And that like tonight's gonna be colder, tomorrow's gonna be colder, the day after that's gonna be colder, and then even when it gets a little tiny warmer, it's just a few degrees. So I'm so tired I could fall asleep now, but I won't because I'm too paranoid. Pray for y'all. Yeah, everybody be safe out there and inside, and just hope that no disasters that happen like the dang pipes freezing. I feel sorry for all the animals out there and the trees that are just bursting open, and people that don't have homes that are sleeping in tents or whatever. I just don't know how. Oh, it would have to be horrible. Even like when I touch my wall, or if I put my water bottle against the wall, which I always do, it's like I kept it in the fridge or something, and I like room temperature water, but putting it against my wall makes it like it's in a cooler. Uh, when again I put marshmallows on a fork and burnt them over my stove pilot to try and swallow them. Frustrated, yeah. So, yeah, this weather is, whew, no joke. So, the heater I had installed will keep mine from freezing. It's set up to 50 degrees. I don't understand why this one, I don't know why it would, what the problem was. I don't, it's like you said, I just think it just got too damn cold. So you said it's set for up to 50 degrees. So what do you mean? It stays on 50 and that's enough to do it? Hi, um, I don't know what that name is. Oh, you're saying that it will keep it warm if until it gets to 50 below zero. Okay. Hmm. I don't know how it's set up. Because I haven't been in the basement. Oh, you said Mama B. Hi, Mama B. But, yeah. Like I said, for it to freeze, my sleep is going to be very short when I do fall asleep. I just can't. It's messed up that was the first night I actually slept through and slept that many hours in years, I think. So it's really messed up that I got rewarded, but with that, by here, pipes are frozen. I'm just glad the landlord didn't play and instantly called a plumber for them to get out here. And he owns several houses. He said ours is the only one that this has happened to so far. So that kind of sucks. But like I said, that's enough to make me paranoid until winter's over, basically. Uh, but yeah, that's why I say every winter I say I don't ever want to be here for the next winter. It's too, it's too much. I'm a fellow agoraphobia person. I haven't been here in a bit. You probably forgot about me. Um, so you've commented before? Um, yeah, I don't know, but it's nice that you came in and came through and said hi. I know how hard that is for a lot of people. Yeah, my memory is shot. I don't, especially if you're from before I started doing live chats. My memory, just when I was doing the videos back in the day you're talking about. Yeah, but I appreciate you staying all these years. I haven't had content all those years, so I really appreciate you. Um, saying subscriber and listening now. Uh, but yeah, I hate when I'm so tired. I feel like I could go to sleep. That's what makes me mad. Like I'm fighting sleep because I got this paranoia. Oh, it's 42 degrees where you are, so you don't have to worry about pipes. That's a good thing. I said some warmth. Yes, we sure enough needed air. Definitely, I just wish I knew. I had a clue where I wanted to move that. The only thing I know is I just don't want winter anymore. But I don't want it to be a place that rains all the time or has severe weather things. Like any severe weather thing, I don't want to deal with. Not hurricanes, not tornadoes, not earthquakes, not this freaking freezing cold thing. So I don't know. Our main water pipe broke 1 year, and oh man, it was awful. Yeah, that's what happened to me. It was like 18 years ago or something. But when it did break, the landlord at the house I was staying in, he just comes up and he's like, "Oh well, our house is going into foreclosure anyway, so you have a month to go." And I'm like, "So it took the main water break for you to come in and tell me this? Like, if the water pipe didn't break, I wouldn't have known that the house was going into foreclosure or anything." So it was like I had a month to pack everything up, and the stress of that, and then not having any water because, of course, he wasn't going to fix the pipes when he was just losing the house anyway. So that was horrible. Um, this winter's has been a while since we had this type of weather. Yeah, I think some of the temperatures that are going through now and that happen in the next 3 days are some record-breaking lows. So, and we're close to Canada, so we get the Arctic freeze of hell. And I mean, I'm glad the house feels warm, and I don't feel like I got to be under 1,000 comforters or something. The house is comfortable. It's just the walls and where the pipes are and all that stuff is just so cold. So even though we don't feel the cold, the house is just not adapt for this type of weather at all. Ugh, can't wait till it's over. I wouldn't care. I mean, I would care if the pipes froze and all that. But just what makes it so much more difficult is that I'm actually sleepy and I'm not. You guys know I'm usually always up, and being sleepy and knowing I have to get up to turn the waters on is not good. And I wasn't gonna try to go to sleep and wake up 2 hours from now because then I would like wake up sick because I didn't sleep long enough. So I just want to wait till 3 and then get up and do it, turn on the waters, and then go back to sleep. And then if my body wakes me up anytime, just gonna make sure somebody was up and turned on the water. How's Cherry doing? She's okay. She goes to bed pretty early these days. That's why she's not on much, but she's doing okay. Thank you for asking, Diane. Yeah. Sammy said he will come through and do it for y'all if y'all pucker up for him. That was hidden. Oh, there's Cherry now. um, hey Cherry. Wait, where did? Oh yeah, Diane was just asking about you. I was trying to say, where did that comment go? I was looking for it. and plug this in. Yeah. Ryan, and he offered to help one of the kids to return. Like, you can't even say kiss on here either. Like, that's crazy. At least it was pucker up, and they held that. What are you doing, Cherry? I'm trying to stay awake when I feel like I can fall asleep because Tweety forgot to turn on the faucets a little bit, so I'm gonna wait till 3 and do that. So just having you guys distract me until then. Well, I know people are probably gonna fall asleep or something, but at least I could try to be on here. And I haven't been on here, especially at night, not very often this week. I've only been on twice, I think. YouTube is on me again. Yeah, YouTube just hides everything. They don't care. So what have you guys been up to lately? Anything interesting? No kissing allowed, yeah. I know I usually go on at 1 or 2. Let's see if we get more of a crowd in when uh people might be coming in after that. Let me get my other water. There we go. So anybody watch any good series or anything? I broke my foot on the agility course with my dog. He backs into me and we snapped a pole. Ouch! Oh, I know that has to be horrible. I'm sorry that happened to you. No, just staying in. Isn't like the foot's one of the major things that's broken. It really, you know, fucks up how you do everyday life. I know a lot of things are, but I feel like the foot's way more extreme of a thing to have broken. It's painful, but you love your dog, yeah. Um, the only thing I watched lately was that series. I don't know if I mentioned it on here. Him and Her. Let me see. Let me go on Netflix to see what it's called. Did I mention it on here? I might have mentioned it already. I don't know because I mentioned it to her. I'm gonna watch Star Search on there soon, see how it is. But oh, what's it called? His and Hers. His and Hers. It called. It's really like takes you back in time. Like, you know how it was explained, like the Hallmarky type movies. This is a series or whatever. So it really seems like old fashioned, even though it's made recently. It has that old fashioned feel to it. Um, and like I said, the corniness or whatever, but it's still, it leaves you with that you don't figure out who did it or whatever. You don't know. So it like you're pulled in through to the end because you don't know who did it. It's not obvious. Where the heck did Cherry go? She said hi and nothing else. Um I watched Star Search as a kid. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Uh so I wanna watch it and see how it is. It's a new one with who's hosting it? Wait. Oh, Anderson is hosting it. So it should be pretty interesting. What is Buffy? What's her name? One of the hosts? What's Buffy's name? Oh yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's one of the hosts too. Well, the judges. The rest of the people, I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. Um, Cherry, come back to us. I know what you do. But yeah, that should be interesting. I just hope it doesn't have like a whole bunch of bells and whistles. Like, I can't really watch game shows because of the loudness of it. And so Star Search was like that too, I remember in the past. But I just hope it doesn't have all the fake. I hope it's an audience and like no fake noises just to get people to watch it. Cherry, where'd you go? Are you still around? So I watched that. I watched that whole series in a day. The his and hers. Trying to think if I watched anything else. I don't think so. Not I haven't watched any movies or anything. Just been watching YouTube for the most part. So I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. Yeah, that's been pretty uneventful except for the bad things. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other. No, I got them all. Yep. Um, Trying to think. Dang, I really haven't been doing nothing but pondering everything. And of course, try to get some time in with my grandbaby every day. He's growing so big and fast. He already has 4 teeth and he's already growing like 3 more. I've never seen a baby grow teeth so fast. But maybe I just don't remember. I really feel like I really feel like with my daughter, she had 4 teeth for the longest time, and then finally the other one started growing in. But he already has almost 6 teeth, and I don't get it. It's like, what is happening? I don't know if any of you remember how fast baby teeth go in. If you known babies for them to grow in that fast. And then his hair's going, it was straight before and now it's turning curly. So it's so funny to see the slow little curl starting sticking up on his head because because it's just not all curly right now. So there's some straight hair and some curly hair, and it looks so funny. Dang, did everybody go? Everybody went. Stop chatting. Wake up. Say something. My chat okay? Oh, maybe my chat's frozen. Mmm. It doesn't say I'm buffering or anything. Oh, there's Cherry. I was about to jump off because I'm like, dang, nobody's saying nothing. I'm talking to myself. Oh, you're freaking Shammy. Yeah, we were talking to you. Go. And then after a minute, I'm talking. Then I don't see no comments. I'm like, dang, where did everybody else go? What the heck? I wish I didn't feel tired though because I hate having to fight just because I'm scared of some pipes freezing. Because I could be sleeping now. Well, I was saying I had to order groceries over Uber Eats today for the first time, and I only had 13 items. The person took an hour to shop. I swear they were getting one item per like 7 minutes or something, and then they were getting stuff that I didn't want, and I had a right replacement in there, but I couldn't communicate with them or whatever. And then when they're outside, even though I put you have to go to the side door and leave the bags at the side door, they were like, "Here, they're here," and I was like, "Yes, put the bags at the side door." And they were starting to speak a different language, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?" And then I get a call, only an automated call. It wasn't even from them, just basically saying my other driver can't reach me, and so I'm putting in the chat to the person like, "Hello, I told you the side door. Do you understand?" And then you start putting in a different language, and then Uber Eats gonna send the text like, "If we can't reach you, your order is gonna be canceled." And I was just like, "This is so stupid. I'm never ordering groceries again from them." Even that they didn't have any drivers, they said, "Oh, no drivers are available." And then I was like, "Well, let me try this express one where you gotta pay $10 more." And oh, suddenly there were drivers available. It's like, fuck you, Uber Eats. Fuck you. Um, Breakfast is at 6 a.m., but it's after 1. And he told me now, oh, dang. Yeah, so when I paid the $10 express fee, there was a sudden shopper. And, like I said, I got somebody that took forever. And then almost had my order canceled because they don't know what go to the side door means. But then Instacart opened up late So my daughter got stuff from Instacart like after 10 o'clock. When I tried to order around 2, they were like, they're not going to taking the orders until 10 the next morning. But they opened it up later. You're cooking now? What are you cooking now? It's 1 o'clock. Okay. You're cooking at 1 o'clock in the morning? Well, you said you're cooking once, so you're probably not going to say nothing. Well, well, well. Welcome back. Um, did I... Did you give me something to call you? I forgot. Oh, tonight you say I sound sexy, but the other night it sounded like I was a man. Chariots on Shamrock schedule. The storm has everyone hungry. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Call me whatever. Hmm. He didn't see the notification. Welcome in, Rainbow. Oh no, Jerry. Jerry, they're okay. Oh no. No, they're fine, Jerry. Did you block them? No, you didn't block them, did you, Jerry? Can you unblock them? They're fine. Oh, I don't know if I can't do it on my thing. Can you can you unblock them, Jerry? They're okay. But where it says, I don't know why I can't. That's kind of weird. Because as a mod on other people's channels, I can. How could I not? Where it says what's hidden, where you hid them, usually you could click in that and it will say unhide. So, BMCK, if you're still listening, I think you could come back and type now if you couldn't before. Yeah, Cherry the mod, didn't she wasn't here the other night when you came in, so she thought you were just trolling. So, um, yeah, is everyone keeping warm? We're keeping as warm as we can up in here. Like I said, the house is warm. Inside the house is warm. It's just the walls that that are cold as fuck. No, there's just a lot of trolls that do come through here, and they're instantly assholes. So usually it's hard to give anybody a try. So that's why the mods are more hardcore. Not taking shit in a way. Plus, that's my baby sister too, so she just double time. You give everybody three chances. Yeah. So, what should we talk about tonight, people? I'm open to some topic. Um, Something to talk about. Also, if a troll was in here, they could see that and think they could hop in. Yeah, well, they would hop in regardless because they're assholes. Yeah, I take it the wrong way too. Yeah, and take it the wrong way. I'm still mad that it wouldn't let me do it. So I wouldn't have had to say anything, but it doesn't let me, which is very weird. I'm trying to think of a subject, a topic, a topic. Somebody throw out a topic. Come on. We gotta stay up till 3 here so I could get up after 3 and turn on the water and hopefully go to sleep. It's Saturday night, and with the storm, I think it's gonna be quite a few people. Yeah, because nobody's gonna be doing anything. I'm cooking pasta and breadstick, by the way. Okay. You cooking dinner all late? I had I had like the chicken with the pasta, not pasta, the Asian vegetable medley mixed in it with rice. That was a couple hours ago. Yeah, what else? What did you guys have for dinner? Let's try to think of what to get there. Where's Sweetums? I'm surprised she's not in here. She could chat GBT us some questions. So, Diane, not Diane, Rainbow, you didn't get an alert. You were saying, or wonder if everybody got a alert. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, you got an alert, Winter Moon. I'm rusty at this because I stopped doing it every night. Oh, there's Sweetums. I said, I wonder where Sweetums is. I'm not. Since I stopped doing it every night, it's like, dang, why does it feel like I have nothing to talk about? In reality, I should have more to talk about because I haven't been talking about anything. I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule and slept through my damn alarm. I would have probably been asleep too if the pipes weren't frozen in the morning, yesterday morning, well today morning, whatever the hell, this morning, today morning, what the heck? Because I feel tired enough to sleep, but I'm too scared. I gotta get up at 3 and run everything again, and then keep them slow flowing, not even drips. I'm not even wasting my time with some frozen drips. They have to be like just a little stream of water coming out of each faucet. No, they're not still frozen. We had to call the landlord, and he called plumbers right away because he knew, you know what, you can't keep them. It doesn't stay frozen. After a while, a few hours, they're gonna be busted after they're frozen. So he got plumbers in here pretty quick, so the problem got solved. Well, it didn't get solved because it could happen again, like I said, because we have a heater down there, and the heater didn't even, stop the pipes from freezing. So it's scary, so that's why I'm pushing through until 3 o'clock and not trying to go to sleep, and just to run the water. I would take down. No, but yeah, that's one thing you're not supposed to do. I don't know what they do. Of course, the a lot of people do that though with the blow dryer, but that's supposed to do something with pipes. I forgot, make it worse. Um, I don't know what they did to get it going. It didn't take long, but I'm sure they're not going to share their secrets because they get paid to come out and save people's pipes. Yeah, I wish I knew. They didn't even tell us that it was. They didn't even tell us that the everything was okay or anything. They just went in there and left when it was done, and I heard the water start to flow through, so I knew it was fixed. So yeah, they didn't even knock on the door and say, "Hey, it's done." But I think we really got lucky because nobody slept in. If people would, like, tomorrow, there's probably gonna be people. My daughter's gonna have to work, so people are gonna be sleeping in. So there's gonna be more hours without the water running. If I don't make myself get up and do it, I don't know if I'm gonna let myself sleep. I wonder if they just pour antifreeze down it. How? You mean down the drain? That wouldn't do anything for the pipes that are going in the house. I don't know what they do, but they probably just knock on it or something. I don't know, but they're definitely not sharing their secrets. Like car antifreeze, but I'm saying, what pipes are they putting them down? They can't put that in the pipes that go into your house unless they want to get charged with murder. Because what if the people are drinking the water? She said, let me Google real quick. Oh my gosh. There would be a lot of people dropping dead with that one. Antifreeze is poison. Exactly. A lot of people use it on to murder their spouses and stuff. Slowly with it. Not that I know firsthand. No, I just know from watching a whole bunch of crime stories. And with that one, you guys, you will always get caught because they'll know through their blood system that there was antifreeze in it. So don't do that, people. Like, what's the sweet taste in the water? Yeah. They use electric thawing machines. Yeah, but what the hell are they? Well, we need one all the time. Electric thawing machines. I wonder, like, because you can't use. They say don't use blow dryers, don't do any of that stuff. And it's like the pipes are so small. Electric thawing machines. These portable devices connect to the frozen metal pipe, copper, or iron, and send a low. Oh, okay. or low voltage, generating heat that melts the ice, often restoring flow in minutes. Yeah. I wonder how much those things cost. I'm sure they're a lot. What? You really thought antifreeze was just sugar? Do you not watch crime shows? Let me Google prices. Oh, you don't watch any crime shows? Wow. I had five husbands. It's weird to feel tired though. I wonder what's making me tired. If I didn't, this is like 2 days in a row where I feel like I could sleep. It's like, what's changed where every other day I'm just awake and more awake, more awake. What in the last 2 days had made me tired? You don't normally know. I don't normally feel tired at all. This is a weird feeling. This is foreign to me. That's why I'm like, well, what's doing it? And then it's like I'm mad because uh I'm not gonna sleep thinking the pipes are freezing, and I really can now, and it makes me mad to feel tired and not be able to sleep. W2 kicked me off the chat. Oh no. But I'm not getting, I only got one night, I only got last night was good sleep, and then, like I said, waking up to it. No, then I took a nap today, too. But waking up to Frozen's not gonna have me sleeping during the night. I'm just not gonna be able to do it, no matter how tired I get. Like, even when I get off here, I'm gonna be setting an alarm for a couple hours later, so I'll wake up to turn the water, let it flow a little bit for a few minutes. I think that's a good thing if you're tired and sleepy. Maybe you're getting more regulated. But I'm wondering how. Like, with what? Nothing's changed. Maybe you were having sweet dreams of vampire men? No, I wish. I wish. Maybe it's the cold weather and your body senses the hibernation time. But then that would have done that every other winter. Like, you know. I just would like to feel sleepy when I actually could get sleep, not when I'm paranoid about pipes freezing. Maybe that's what it is. It's just to torture me. It's just like, oh, you can't sleep, so you're gonna take this. You're gonna be sleepy as fuck. I think you're so sleepy because you know you need to run the water. Ugh, and it's messed up. Yeah. I started a new book called Buffalo Hunter Hunter, and it's about the native, what? The Native American vampire. No, I gotta look up this book. A Native American vampire. Is it really has two hunters in there? Or was that a mistake? It's horror also. When she was like, is it romantical? But vampires are romantical and horror together. Maybe a spicy horror. Yeah, vampires are no good if they're just all horror and no, no, what's it called? Can't think. Not romantic. How many books, like, do you read? Do you read like one book a week or two books a week, or does it take sometimes longer than that, Sweetums? I have ideas, but YouTube will guide me if I read it now. Oh, you read three books at the same time and work my way through them. I could never. There's no way I could keep them. Keep them. I always mine has to be one at a time. I think Cherry's scared the new person away. Oh boy. Um, one always do one classic, one contemporary, and one nonfiction and switch back between them all. Yeah, I couldn't. I would lose track so easily. But you use substitute words. Chipple. They had Chipple the other day. Seems like having three different relationships at the same time. Yeah, I don't know how people do that. I don't know how people could cheat and all that stuff, because I would eventually say somebody's name with to the wrong person, or I just wouldn't be able to keep track. And more than that, people be having three, four, five, six different people at the same time. You're lucky if they only have one these days, or that's just how it's been. Yeah, they know about Chipple. Well, you guys are saying it now, but I know it's been hidden a lot too. Maybe YouTube isn't paying attention to my channel right now or something. Yeah. Yeah, they silenced you and bugger up. Now what was held? Let's see. Well, yeah, they just hid you. Sweet was saying, wow, really, Winter? They had Jesse Lynn saying, yeah, make love. They hid that too, just now. Because you just know they can't stop us. But I've been good the last times I've been on here. I haven't been saying anything or questioning any people or telling any of my stories from my past or anything. Make war. No, they didn't hide that. Which they should have hid that then besides the other one. Rainbow's been a naughty girl. I think YouTube knows everything that's going on, yeah. For certain people, I know a lot of channels that can get away with doing a lot more and saying a lot more. So I don't know if they just pick random channels to be more strict with, or if stupid people report it, maybe they jump on it for a while, or what. Yeah, so many people on other lives get away with all the words exactly. Way worse words than we say. And that's all their lives are about every single time. We're not like that all the time. It might be half the time, but it's not all the time. Okay, I only have an hour and a half to go before I can get up and did I get turkey? Oh no, I don't, oh yeah, I think I did. I'm all random. I was thinking about what I was gonna take before I took my other medicine. What I was gonna eat. Do I know what a book nook is? I don't think a book nook. No, I don't think I know what a book nook is. I think I probably know what it is, but I don't remember like specifically. Turkey and cucumbers rolled up. Ew. What do you mean like a piece of turkey rolled up over a cucumber? I would throw up if that's what you're talking about. No, it will just be a turkey sandwich with the cucumbers and celery. Um, because I'm trying to think of book nook. A book nook. Like I said, I probably know what it is. I'm just saying no. Describe what it is so I can be like, oh yeah, I know a book nook is a. Okay, so I do. Okay, that's all right. I do know what a book nook is. Those are cute. Did you make it or you bought it? I got one in honor of my night owls. Oh, so you just got one recently? Cucumbers as bread was a thing a few years ago. Yeah, but for me that I could not do that type of texture. I can't do like wet on wet stuff. Ew, that just even sounds gross. No, thank you. Um, that would be sensor overload for me. I can't even do it. Like when I make the turkey sandwich, all the turkey has to be covered by the bread. I don't want turkey sticking out of the side of it, okay? I have to have it all covered by the bread, and then once I get it in the bread, all covered, I smush the bread to hell. Like I mash it in. And, um, yeah, so then nothing moves around. Sweetums, are you gonna put it on the community post so I can see? Oh my god, my eyes are going dry. Rainbow now it's pickles. You have to hold it. It's like a 3D wooden puzzle, like teeny tiny IKEA furniture. Is it turkey deli meat? Yeah. Alright. No cheese for me. Nope. I do not like cheese on the sandwiches. I don't see how you guys do it. Sometimes I like if there's pre-made, I have to get like a pre-made sub or something. Obviously, that comes with cheese. Um, I have to peel it off. Sometimes I miss like a little corner of the cheese and not know and eat it. Ew, it's so gross. No, oh, you no cheese for your deli sandwiches either, but you like cheese. You just don't like it like that. Any condiments on my sub? I have mayo, and then I have to have Italian dressing. I'll put it sometimes on the sub, but I like dipping it in the Italian dressing. Um, I can't see tonight for some reason. I have to be in the mood for cheese on my sandwich. Okay, so interesting. So a lot of people like cheese, but not on their sandwiches. Well, on cold sandwiches, what about hot sandwiches? What about like burgers and stuff? That's different, right? I like pepper jack cheese on my sandwich. I hear a lot of people liking the pepper jack cheese. Not on sandwiches unless hot, like a cheese steak. Okay. So gross. Otherwise, cheeseburgers, yes. Yeah, they're doing okay from what I see. I saw them in another live we watched together the person earlier, so Gina was fine. Sweetums, let me know when you posted the book nook. Hot sandwiches are okay for cheese. Okay, let's see. Visit community. Oh, that's so cute. I wish I could zoom in. I guess when I go on do it on my phone, I can zoom in. Can't zoom in on my computer. Oh, that looks so cute. I know once I can set on, get it more space and have my bookshelves off, I'm definitely gonna end up with a few of those. Owl bookstore. Oh, when I get on my phone later, I gotta remind myself to look on that so I can zoom in. So you did get to build it? Yeah, I've seen it in other ones where you can turn the lights off and on. Because I've seen a lot of ones with like fairies and crystals and stuff. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it comes as a flat pack. Oh, and you assembled all the pieces. How long did it take you? That's really cute, though. Another thing I haven't been doing with sleep is, like I said, because my body's in so much pain, I haven't been turning over, which I usually turn over like probably once or twice during my sleep. And since I haven't been turning over, I just been going to sleep without moving because, like I said, turning over, I feel all my pain again. So I'm just wide awake because it's like I'm in pain. So not turned over, I swear the half of my body that I haven't turned over is just on fire and itching. So I know that's part of stupid menopause and stuff like that, but it's driving me crazy all day long. And it's the side that my burn's on a lot of too, mainly. So everything's just going crazy right now. Uh, they sell so many different ones. It took like 5 hours. Wow. I like a Philly cheesesteak from Jersey Mike's, but I don't buy them anymore because it's way too much for me, and it doesn't taste good. Like it doesn't taste good rewarmed up. I don't like. I know, doesn't it suck when you can't warm up food again? Like you gotta be there. That's what makes me mad. Because when I order from Uber Eats, it's like I always say, "Oh, it's not the same if you go to the restaurant and get it." Oh yeah, my pain's through my whole body. I don't know. There's not. I don't want to say there's not anything that doesn't hurt, but no. I have 3 types of arthritis, so it's like even that alone would make everything hurt. But then I have more chronic illnesses on top of that. But arthritis alone will make everything hurt. Um, let's see. What about air? I don't have an air fryer. I've never tried Jersey Mike's either. It's just a puzzle kit thing. It's basically building IKEA furniture. Yeah, with tiny pieces though. I would try to eat as much of the meat filling as I could and toss the bread. Yeah. Is Jersey is Jersey Mike's like a newer like chain, or it's just getting noticed lately? Cause I haven't heard of Jersey Mike's except for like the last maybe 2 years. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, Cherry. I got 1 hour and 12 minutes before I get up and do this shit and watch. When I get up and do everything, then come back to bed, I'm gonna be wide awake. Why does life have to work like that? I can't believe Cherry scared off the BM whatever person. They didn't get scared off by anybody. What was it? The last couple nights? No, they've been around for years. Oh, I only heard Jersey Mike's recently too. Sweetums, do you see Diane's chat? Diane asked you that. Yeah, Sweetums. Why did that get blocked? Yeah, Sweetums. Um, I ignored him, but then you said Cherry in a way that usually true if you want me to block. Oh, no, I know that you didn't know. I know that you didn't know that he wasn't a troll. Sorry, my dad. I just switched to all messages again. I can see you now. Why? Why did they do that to Diane all the time? No, I'm not. I'm not surprised by what you did because you didn't know he wasn't a troll. I'm surprised he just stopped commenting. Yeah, I know. I just like I said. The thing is, I was just like, um, I was just like, we're never gonna get people in here talking if we don't give like people a chance. He kept dancing along the edge of being a troll the other day. I know. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying, Sweetums. We have to try. You try more than we would usually. Okay, I thought Diane, you gotta stop thinking people are upset with you. It's YouTube doing that to you. It's not right that it isn't right that really you're the only name for some reason that I've seen so far that's common with every single person's chat. Like not just one person's chat, every single person's chat. If they don't have it's set to all, then Diane they don't see. That's crazy. Um I could never my Diane. Yeah, that's why I said I hope she knows that Sweden's no log carb. Just rather set the good experience stuff if I feel I'm getting full. Diane, no one will ever be upset with you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. It's just messed up that that always has to happen. Yeah, it always happens to Diane, and no matter what chat it is, she'll be talking to people and they can't see her. We aren't upset with you, night everyone. Good night, Cherry. I had to leave to post a pic, and when I came back, it went to top messages. I don't even why do they even have top messages? That's stupid. Just leave it to all messages. Get rid of the top message. If anything, people go in. They should have people go in where it's on all messages, and then if they want to change it to top messages, not the other way around. Come on, YouTube, have some brain power here. Uh, it's only on my phone, but not my tablet. What's not on your tablet, Diane? When you're on your tablet, people can't can see you more. What bread is kryptonite? Like kryptonite, I eat all that. Yeah, who only wants to see the? Yeah, like I said, I could see if people get a lot of comments, and then they'll think, well, I don't care. I don't want to see everybody's. I want to slow this down a little bit. Then I could see people doing that, but make it the first choice all, the automatic choice all, and then the one you change to. Hmm. Yeah, who only wants to see? But yeah, the problem with not seeing Diane is only on her phone. What? That's weird. That's really weird. Hmm. But still, why is it only Diane? Nobody else. When people are chatting and stuff, nobody else is like, "Hey, can you see me? Where? Why are the other people hidden?" I can't believe how dry my eyeballs are because they want to go to sleep so bad right now. Um, Maybe it's some specific settings on your phone, Diane. Diane has the crown of the top chatter, yet we can't see her unless, like that doesn't make any sense. Oh, you got Mr. Sam. Oh, I'm scared of. Now that woke me up a little bit. I'm scared as hell of Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream crap. Oh my god. Why did you do it, Sweetums? Why? Where's that from? The scary movies? Which one has that playing? I probably need even before I saw it in the scary movie. Just when it used to play when I was little, it used to just scare the shit out of me. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. No, thank you, Mr. Sandman. No, I don't want you. I probably need to buy a new phone. This one is, whoa, over 15 years old. I'm so surprised. Phones like still update and all that other stuff after all that time. You got a dinosaur phone, Diane. Oh, I just realized that. Rainbow Good Eye? Rainbow Good Eye. Wait, oh, just realized Rainbow Good Eye. Oh, wait a minute. Rainbow. Oh, yeah, all about the crown thing. Okay, okay, I'm getting it. Oh, because Mr. Salmon, because your eye supposed like got sand in it. It's so scary. But what movie is that from? Nobody remembers? Diane, your phone's older than me. My phone, once they get a couple of years old, they're pretty much shot. They're like, I'm done with you. But like I said, I break electronics and everything. If I get too emotionally charged with anything, my electronics are going to be something wrong with them. That's why I try to balance my energy out more, even more these days, because when that happened with my tooth, my computer was like, "I'm about to go, broken on you if you don't get it or something right in your head." What movie? There's a Sandman series. No, there. It's like one of Michael Myers or something that has it in the movie. One of the bigger scary movies. I think I tried to watch the Sandman series, but I don't think I could get into it. But there's no and one. I think it might be Michael Myers because it's not Jason. It's either Michael Myers, Jason, or Freddy. I think it's Michael Myers. I have a Cricket phone and they never offer any deals. And it's Cricket. Oh no. I meant to ask you, why do we break electrons with our? Well, I don't know. I've never Googled it or anything. I think what if I were to break it down myself? What energy, electronics, they're the same thing. So I don't know why. I just don't know why. Only for certain people it happens to. That's what I don't get. And then why it's targeted. I guess, like I said, it's targeted with electric things because the electric currents that run through us will damage something that's close to us. But it's just frustrating. And it doesn't happen with hardly anybody. You're the only person so far that has mentioned that I'm like, damn, that you're like the only person besides myself that I know that happens with. Um, I is it Nightmare on Elm Street? But I haven't watched that in so long, and I feel like I watched. I don't know. I know what you mean, Jan. I need a new phone too, but I don't want a contract. Yeah, I want to pay cash if I can. The newer phones are so much money though. Like, and even just like the basic. I always get the mid phones, like the middle of not too cheap, not too expensive, somewhere in the middle. And mine still are always like $500. The swims I pay. You pay $25 a month for what? Your 15-year-old phone? So you're still paying $25 a month on your phone, or you're talking about your phone plan, Diane? You're the only person who ever told me you did that too. Yeah, I don't ever talk about it because I'm like, oh, somebody's gonna think I'm crazy. But everybody in my family knows it happens to me. That electronics are always blowing up or whatever on me because of, they're like, damn. Yes, plan phone plan. Okay, so the phone plan not paying off your phone. I was about to say that thing should have been paid off. If you don't want a phone plan, do a dang buy a refurbished phone on eBay or something that's unlocked, so you could get better phones. Don't be dealing with no 15-year-old phone. That's a good plan price monthly. Yeah, 130 for two phones. Yeah, she can. Yeah, it's hard. I remember I was telling you. I swear I'm not lying, but I break electronics because nobody ever did that before. Yeah, mine will either break or, like I said, they'll malfunction in a way that, like, my computer will be like, "Oh, suddenly there's no sound. There's no sound. Like, what the hell?" And then I'll have to figure out all these strange ways to get the sound back. My phone, it will, like I said, have no keypad. The keypad's invisible. I can't get into my phone. I can't, strange things like that. Or they'll just break, and there's no return. And I don't want that to happen. Those are, of course, the saddest ones. Um, and I know before when I didn't know what it was and stuff. I'm telling you, every 1 to 2 years, a computer would just be broken. And my brother used to always be close to me, and he used to always give me whatever electronic he was on. He would just give it to me because he knew that I needed them. But he gave me a lot of his like laptops and stuff because mine would just go kaput because of my energy, not for anything else but my energy. So I had to learn to keep it under control to a certain thing. And I bet if we knew what it was. Like if there was real studies on shit and they could say, "Oh, this is what this," I bet we could use that for something for the good. But of course, there's too much people that don't think things like that's real. Um, let's see. Why? Wait, you could get phones on eBay? Yeah. You get, and then like I said, if you get refurbished, used ones, and unlocked, then that means you could use it for um your phones. I know there's some phone companies that won't let you use, I think, unlock phone, but I think Cricket isn't going to be one of them. When my dad and brother passed, I broke a digital camera, laptop, and garage door. Yeah. And like I remember I was using a digital camera once, and it just it went click and smoke, a big puff of smoke, and it was done. And then I went on the like this where there were people talking about what like how something broke and how, for the specific camera and everything. And I asked them, I said, did your guys' camera ever just blow up in smoke? Like, and they're like, no, what the fuck? What were you doing? And I'm like, ah, just randomly happened. Where, like Drew Barrymore and the fire starter, yeah, it's a bar as a shit breaker. But I just wish there was more people believing in this stuff because, like I said, I think it would probably be used for something positive we could use it for, but we won't ever know. I never buy anything from anywhere except Amazon. I'm not very smart when it comes to setting up stuff. Oh, does Amazon have? I don't know if Amazon has refurbished ones. I had no idea you could buy unlocked phones. Yeah, well, yeah. Uh, my camera suddenly started taking all photos in purple. See? That's what I'm saying. It does it in some weird way that it's not just a normal fix. So they break in very weird ways. I used to buy on eBay before, but a long time ago. I still buy I buy a lot of stuff on there, my crystals and my coin banks and stuff like that. I buy the antique and crystal stuff I still buy from eBay. Um, Amazon is, like I said, most of the stuff on Amazon now is just from the same places eBay got it now. And Walmart and Target are getting like that too. So, uh, when my mom passed, the whole AC unit broke and it cost, oh wow, like 50K to replace. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's why I say we gotta learn to. I had to learn to just like not bring the energy outward so much. And then just like try to calm my nerves and I don't know what I did. I pushed it away to somewhere that eventually will find me one day, I'm sure. But at least my electronics don't break that much anymore. I got a window AC for 300 in the meantime. Yeah, about 15K to fix. My goodness. How do you rein in our powers? I wish, like I said, I wish I knew. I wish I understood how I do it. I wish there was an honest person that knew about this stuff that we could talk to. But I'm sure people that think they do this don't really. I'm sure people that hear about this, it doesn't really happen to them, and they'll just talk about it and discuss like they're giving us some information, and the majority of the time they're just liars. What time is it? Dang, time's going by slower because I'm on the. I was watching a guy on the rails going in and thinking he could move stuff with his hands and stuff. Some of the stuff that he was doing looked like he was really doing it, but I'm like, no, they can't be real. Because when I told you, you said that's because we're haunted. That I wouldn't call that part of it haunted. I just know you're a haunted person, but I wouldn't call that part of it. That I don't know what that part is. I just know that it comes from a intensity that not many people have. A feeling, the intense feeling of it. Like you feel things way more intensely than your average person, and I think that's why it happens. And not, like I said, anybody that hears us talking that don't, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, right, we all feel intensity the same. And it's like, no, we don't. There's some people that feel it much, much higher, and it's not by choice. It's what we were given. And that's where it comes from. But that's separate from the haunted thing. I was like, oh, he's I'm telling you, I don't want to break down what a haunted person is because I think eventually you're gonna get it, and I'd rather hear it when you get it than me telling you about it, if you know what I mean. Like, even if it takes a year and you'd be like, oh, now I know what you mean, without me saying anything, I think you'll get it. We should be in a room full of. I'm telling you, I don't know if they have that electric eel still at in the Boston Aquarium. Was it a Boston Aquarium? I don't know if it was a Boston Aquarium or it was a museum in Boston. And I'm telling you, the electric eel's in the tank, and I'm sure it's probably gone because this was when I was like 14 or 15. And the electric eel was in the tank, and they had a whole handprint on the outside of the tank, and everybody was going up, and it was measuring their electronic pulse, like how strong it was, and everybody's was very low, and mine was high. And nobody else, everybody that went after me, mine was going. They were like, "Oh, go again, go again," and it kept on going up higher than everybody's, and they didn't believe it. It's like it's right in front of your face that mine's way, way higher as a teenager than adults and everything. And they were like, "Oh, something must be wrong with it. Try it again." And every single time it kept on going up, high, high, high. So there are things to measure that, but I don't know what they would be beside. I'm sure there, besides like things like that. Um, Rather, I understand what a haunted person is. Yet the Google's not. It's not going to be Google either. I don't think. Does that mean you would get static electricity shocks more than the average person? I don't know if I don't anymore. I used to a lot, but my daughter gets a lot more static shocks than I do, and she doesn't break no electronics are breaking on her or anything. Electricity brings us back to life. Our hearts stopped and shocks us so we could, yeah. Well, yeah, your heart runs off of electric frequency and shit. Sorry, I was eating my soup. But yeah, we are electricity. That's why I said that's why I needed it so much as a kid when I used to shock myself with the fork. And I really feel like I would do that now if I wasn't so scared of it. If I do it now, it would probably really cost too much to the outlet than back in the day. No, now you have to tell us all the details of your soup, Rainbow. We're all foodies. I'm about to Google two humans. Oh, come on, eyes. You can see. Electrical. So I googled, do humans have different levels of brain activity, and it says not different levels of electric. Oh my god! Don't be tired and do live, people. Electrical activity, not brain jet. And this says yes, humans exhibit different levels of electrical activity, which vary based on brain state, bodily functions, and individual. What the fuck is this word? You know what? I don't know what that fucking word is. Social, sociological, social. Anyway, sociological differences. These signals ranging from millivolts in cells to broader zero. Anyway, it means we are different, are critical for nervous systems, heart, and muscle function, with distinct levels associated with states like alertness, deep sleep, or disease. So basically, we're all built different, and a lot of people. So that just says it right there. More people feel have stronger levels of it, even though the blah blah words you couldn't hear. What I'm saying is that meant the answer is yes. People have different electricity and stuff like that. Do some people emit more? So it says some people are able to produce between 300 and 2,000 watts of electricity, depending on the physical condition of the person and the duration of exercising. When scientists talk about the nervous system sending signals to the brain or the brain firing, they're talking about flow of electricity between points. So anywhere from 300 to 2,000 watts is, crazy. So just think about that's a lot of different. That's a big giant difference. Uh, yeah, that word. Oh, what the heck? Yes, okay. Oh, you're talking about the soup. You know what? I can't. My eyes are like slanted open here. Okay, so you know how hard it is for me to read, and then words like that, I will not say that word. I don't even care. Some people meant more guests than others too. Yeah, but the electrical part, that's a big difference. You said that just as I did a Dutch open on myself. Oh no, and my electric blanket. Oh no. Note to self, don't try to read, especially something new, when your eyes aren't even really open. Oh, what degree is it now, I wonder? My computer always tells a lie when it's talking about it's 4 degrees. It's not because my phone says something different. It says a weather storm warning for your area beginning 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I think that's why they started opening the shopping later, like at 10 p.m. because they're like, oh, the storm didn't come. Now it's gonna come tomorrow. The snow. Um, what the temperature though? And then, like when the temperature alert comes in, it comes in like an amber alert. It has the same beep 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 beep, and I'm not gonna read it and then push OK. I'm gonna push OK because you're screaming the beep 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 in my ear, so I don't even know what it is. They need to have the alert still up when you push OK so you can read it, just so that you can turn the damn sound off. But I push OK so quick and I don't even know what the alert's about because I'm just trying to stop the noise, so I never read it. It defeats the purpose of the alarm if it just takes the whole message off when you push OK. Don't do that for weather alerts either. They shouldn't do that. Hey, where did my chat go? Um, Sweden staying extra warm. This is my how to survive the winter manual rainbow. Stay awake, you have to run. I know. Ugh. I heard that you guys' grocery stores were all wiped out. I don't think we are. I haven't, the person shopped for me today and everything, but like one thing wasn't in stock. I don't think it's too crazy. I mean, I think there's probably certain stores, but at least not the ones that I shop from. I jumped sky high when I know! And like I said, I'm pressing OK right away, so when I pressed OK, my daughter was like, well, what was the alert for? I was like, I don't know. Because I didn't read nothing. I just had to get that off my phone. One time I was in Walmart and there was an Amber Alert and all the people's phones went off. Yeah. And it's the same alert for Amber Alerts, everything. It's the same one. Same sound. I can't believe the one time you actually sleepy. That's what I'm mad about, life. Why you do this to me, life? Why? It always does things to me in fucked up ways. Oh heck no, freedoms that had to be terrible, yeah. But that's what they would be doing with the weather. All the shit goes off at the same time. Life never does things when it's good to have it. Not for me, at least. You can't change the tone that comes in. It's their tone. It's their fucking alert. It's not on your phone. The emergency broadcast, whatever the fuck tone, is theirs. So it's a brr, brr, brr. Well, that one loud as fuck. There's no difference for, like I said, for the um, what's it called? The Amber Alerts are the same sounds. The weather alerts the same sound. What other one is that for? I don't know. I think that's also for the weather and the. I think there was one other one that was pretty strange, the alert, but it had that same sound too. It was loud and scary. I wanted to scream, "It's the end of the world!" Oh yeah, and go running out the door. Yeah, I had stuff delivered from Walmart, and this was your. Oh, it was your first time, Diane. How was it? Did everything go smoothly? I can't believe it's your first time. Like, I've been having to do this for the last 5 years straight, where I had to always have to order. I don't have anybody to shop for me, and I can't go shopping. Watch when the winter storm advisory is over, you'll be what? I know, that's what I'm saying. Life be playing me. Um, I heard the yearly price goes half off on Black Friday, so I'm holding out. Oh, for the Walmart one? For flood warnings, they have the same alarm too. Yeah, for any type of warning, that's like send out various alarms, and also when you push OK for the alarm, they shouldn't, like I said, the alarm shouldn't it just instantly go away. It should stay there until you're done reading it. So the OK should turn the alarm off, the alarm sound off. Then you should be able to read it and X out like any other thing. No, but you pressing OK makes it go away, so you don't even know what the hell they're setting the alarm for. So nobody's going to read the Amber Alerts unless they have some system that doesn't get bothered by that alarm, which isn't many people. So you're just not. There's not going to be many people following Chad. Uh, no, mine. Anytime I do it, it goes right away. I push OK, it's gone. It was good. My grandson Dakota had the app, so he ordered for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm glad. I appreciate the fact that they have a lot of places that deliver to your home. It's just the extra fees are the things that get me all the time. And then when they give you things that you don't want, instead of just listening to what you clearly put in there. You have to tip the if you want your groceries, you do. Most people, unless they're very, very desperate, they're not gonna pick up an order that doesn't have a tip. And then if the tip's not high enough, they just won't get your dang order. Your order's just gonna be sitting there with nobody picking it up. So if you want it done as fast as possible, you need to tip. The best thing about it is before, if you tipped, you used to be able to take your tip away if the person was an asshole or didn't do their job. They don't have that option anymore. The only option they have is, do you want to tip your driver more? So that's not a good part. And the tip usually is like $10, $9, $10, you know. No, they didn't have sandwich bags I wanted. Yeah, guilt you the tipping move. Yep. Yeah, because even when you tip here, if I tipped the first tipping option I think is 5%. Then it goes up to like 10, 20, whatever. So if I say the 5% tip, they'll say, "Oh, Burr, it's cold out there." You know, like, don't you want to tip your driver more money, bitch? You know, a thing will pop up. And then, then once you put your tip in, it's like, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to give this person this tip? You think you won't have a slow time having your order filled if you give this tip? Like, they real. They're fucking dicks, man. So, yeah, you got a tip. Hello from. I have no idea, but hello. Uh. Oh my gosh, I can't see you guys. Is it Pam? I think so. Hello, Pam. Wow, how blind I get as an old person when I'm tired. And I'm not finding my glass. Well, I know where they are, but I'm not reaching them. Yeah, they do that. They really do. It's not those words, but the first bird does say, "Bird, it's cold out there." They do say that, but they're also like, "Oh, you're gonna get this tip. Well, your order's not gonna get picked up." You know. And then you have to pay like for Instacart, it's $5 extra if you want express. For Uber Eats, it's $10 extra if you want express. So the service fees build up over and over. Yep. I never ordered from Walmart though, so I don't know how that is. I always order from Wegmans because I like their produce. But never tried really anywhere else besides Instacart and then, like I said, Uber Eats today for groceries. I don't think some of them care because my grandson ordered and there was like five things they said they didn't have. So I went to see Walmart and check and everything was there. Yeah, they'll do that too. Especially if you do have heavier items too. Like the big cases of water and all that stuff. I always get two little um like bigger, they're easy to carry, but like the what are they, like 23 ounces of the water, a 6 pack of those, like two of those, and then the 12 pack of ginger ale, that's like the heaviest thing they'll be carrying. Reported them, so oh, you reported them and got your $20 discount. That's good, Diane. No, that's so annoying. It's like that. Yeah. And then for me, every time I order this deli meat, the turkey deli meat, I'm always like, I don't. There's these packets that they already do for the day. They like slice them up and put them in a cooler. I guess then people just pick them out. I don't want those. For some reason, deli meat that sits in those, First of all, they're way, way too thick, and they hurt my stomach. So I write in the notes every single time. I'm like, get this fresh from the deli and also thinly sliced. I do not like thick cuts. I want it thinly sliced. For me, that's different for me. Do they ever do it? No. Every time I get the package, it just says on the go, which means it's already pre-packaged, that day. And it turns out to be thick as fuck, and I get mad every time. So they just do what they want to do. Um, let's see. Uh, that that sounds so 1950. Gosh, golly gee. It's cold. Yeah, they really do say that though. It's cold. um, my stomach could tell the difference. That's why I said my stomach. Because I have what's it called? I have severe IBS. So with that, your stomach's gonna just for you, like say everybody had the same level of food. Everybody ate the same food, right? If the food was bad or was to lead to food poisoning, the person with IBS is going to have the reaction the fastest because their system already is sick in the first place. So something that would make anybody else sick is going to make them sick way faster. So their thing is going to start out way earlier than anybody else that would have any symptoms. So yeah, so something that might make the next person not sick will make me sick too. I could barely eat anything. That's why I always eat the same thing over and over again because if I try the smallest thing, it's gonna do something to my stomach. Like even these pickles that I'm eating, they have the fresh dill in the jar, and so there'll be little pieces all over the pickles, and I have to really make sure to get them all off the pickle. I can't have some foreign thing taste it, because it could instantly fuck me up. So yeah, that junk hurts my stomach. I won't order produce either. Yeah, and they give you rotten stuff. That's why I write in the notes also. Do not give me brown shit. Do not give me all this stuff. So if that does happen, I'll report it. But you got to take pictures then and stuff. I don't like that. That happened to me during the pandemic. They gave me the absolute worst produce. Yeah, yeah, based on top of all of that's what's in. I have a lot more shit. I just don't say it. Yeah. I just don't talk about it, especially that. That's not something that nobody really wants to hear you have. But yeah, that's I can't eat like peppers, none of that stuff. It's just not worth it. So yeah, lately I want to try new stuff, but I'm like, is it gonna be? I might be tasting good, but what's it gonna do to my body? Can you say no? I'm not gonna do that. Sweetums, you're a little too damn comfortable with shit. I'm not saying that shit. And they'll be like, and most of them will probably be like, what the hell is that? No way. You would write that, Sweetums? Like how people go to restaurants and say, well, saying you're allergic is a whole different thing. No, but if I said I was allergic, they're like, you're allergic to the turkey, the same turkey you're getting from the deli? How could you be allergic to the same turkey? You know? They didn't used to do that with deli meats. It used to all be like, I would never even, you know how when you go in the deli, they have the meat already sliced up in the open and it's not even in the bags? And they always take from that. I would always have to tell them they have to do it fresh. They have to cut it fresh. And they used to get so mad. I'm like, well, your shit's out in the open without bags. You guys take from that when you order deli meat, or do you have them do it fresh? Uh, I would if it meant I would get the stuff I want. Oh heck no! Do you have a Walmart Supercenter by you? It's like probably 20 minutes away or something. I think you try their delivery service free. Might be worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna try it one day, but I know I'm not gonna get produce from there. The yearly payment would be cheaper because you don't have to tip. What do you mean you don't? But the one that you want to tip, like I'm afflicted with. No, kindly give give me fresh slices, sir. No, thank you. No fucking way. I would never. And nobody ever sees me either. My daughter always takes in the groceries, but I would still be embarrassed. No, thank you. I haven't had fresh deli meat in years. Really? What do you? So when you make subs, do you make subs or anything? I would because I am allergic to seafood and cinnamon and nuts and melon, so I make sure. Well, that's different to say you're allergic to something instead of, hey, I have IBS. Can you make sure I don't have an explosion of something? You know what I mean? That's a whole different thing. Um, you never had the fresh. Well, you don't like meat, Williams. You don't tip or pay extra for the service just a month. I'm saying, but you're still. I get the monthly fee or whatever, but you're still tipping somebody. You know, like I would still tip a person. Good to know, Rainbow. My cheap ass was already racing. Sign up for the annual payment. That's half. Yeah. Oh, you get the pre-sliced one. Yeah, all that stuff hurts my stomach. I thought you had to tip even with the annual membership thingy. You should tip people. I wouldn't tip the people that suck, but I would still keep tipping people that suck unless they were outrageously fucked up. But they just wouldn't get they wouldn't get as much as the people that were good. But I would still tip. But yeah, I want to get the Bruins code out there. Comment like, do you want to put more money on this tip? I want to get that comment at least. I thought when you said deli meat, you meant Hillshire Farm stuff on the shelf. No, from the deli. You go to the deli and they slice it up for you. I never have. They leave it at my door. I make like I'm not home. Yeah. So do you even have to tip on the app when you order? Oh, you're talking about for Walmart. I mean, even these ones, I don't think you have to tip. You could put zero in, and it still takes your order. I just uh, give people tips, and then so obviously the recommended tips are there. And I usually just pick one of them. You should write Burris cold, but woo, heating prices are sky high. I can't afford a higher tip. I know. Some of them don't care because I went to Denny's and they still put cinnamon on my French toast. And I told her, she argued and she said I didn't pay and I walked out. Yeah, that's messed up to be allergic to something. That's how I feel about shrimp and like Chinese food. Like I remember all through my life I used to order Chinese food and always say I'm allergic to shrimp. So if I order a dish that might have it in there or shellfish or anything, if it's in there, let me know before you give it to me. Like I don't want it. And I remember being in a restaurant and biting into what's supposed to be a pork egg roll, and I ate like half of it, and then I see like a little piece of shrimp, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Like so I pick it out, and it was when I was a kid or so. I was with my mom. I'm like, "Look at this! This is a shrimp," and she called the waitress over, and she's like, "This is a shrimp. She's allergic. We already told you that." And she was like, "It's a pork and shrimp egg roll." And we look at the menu and it just says pork egg roll. And we're like, why does it say pork egg roll then? And she was just like, well, all of our pork and shrimp egg rolls are together. That's just how it's made. Well, put that on the menu, you dumb hoe. And they didn't even, I think they took the egg roll off the check. That's all they did. And it's like, that's why, good thing I didn't eat that whole thing or ate more because I just had enough to notice it and know, and then just go gag myself, and so it wouldn't affect me. Um, John, I was not aware of your game. You're sassy with the side of savage. Yeah, that's scary. That's what I'm saying. They don't care what it. For me, the allergic reaction for me so far hasn't been extreme. It's just been like tight throat, but I could still breathe. I just know that it's made me uncomfortable. Or like tingles and stuff like that around where I'm like, oh, something's up. Or burning in a certain way, but it hasn't been like full blown allergic reaction, which is good. But I know enough to say I can't eat this in my diet. And a lot of my stuff, I can't eat it. We got 10 minutes to go, people. Oh, I feel like this has been the hardest live. I've really been on this live. My eyes have been closed about 70% of the time. So I don't know if I missed a troll or anything. I'm going to be like, what am I talking about? Am I awake? I think that sleep snapped me out of my depression that's still there, but like I said, I don't want to talk about. But a thing that snapped me out of it was, I don't know if I told you, I was scrolling through the reels and I saw something that they called sleep awakeness, and they had a person walking around in the room, and it's like, oh, after you die, your body still goes. And I was like, hell no, not my body. I was like, they better do something. They'll have me walking around like it's where the moment where you're aware before you pass away, but they said it lasts for a couple hours or up to a couple of days, and it was just so scary. And I was like, I don't want to. I don't fear death, but I fear that. No, thank you. So at least he gave me something to fear when it comes to death. Um. Oh, I no longer could see. Let's see. Was watching some psychic mediums show, and the lady's husband was, oh my god, I can't see, was allergic to egg, and they did an egg wash on the pizza. They ate the pizza parlor, and he died in his sleep. Oh shit. After you die, your what still goes? You don't know after you die, like some people, after they've literally been, like, there's was this one scary story where this man killed, he axed his parents, right? He thought he axed them to death. So the so he axed them, right? The mom is in, like, basically, he has like in a coma just from it. So she's not awake or nothing. She's lying in the bed still, severely injured and everything. The dad, literally in the morning, after the son did this to them, in the morning the dad takes a shower, he makes coffee, he eats breakfast. By the time he like moves around to the door, that's when his body drops dead. But that whole time that he got out of bed, got dressed for work, ate all that stuff, that whole time he was dead, but walking. Because your brain doesn't die right away. So some people have it where they do stuff like that and then they just drop. So it's called lucid awakeness. It is so scary. Yeah. So, and a lot of people get that when they like wake up from comas, and they're awake for either a couple hours or a couple of days, and then they die. People think they're it's not, I don't know if it's really like a chicken, because um I think the chicken basically only has the time, until like the blood goes down and then it drops or whatever. This is more, I don't think it's like that. I think it means two different things. But because the chicken, like I said, only has a time from when until all the blood squirts out and stuff. That's horrible. I've seen that happen before. That is terrible. But humans, you could have it up to a couple of weeks or whatever. So yeah, I saw that, and I saw that, like, the video had people that were suffering with it, and I was like, oh, I did not want that to be me, and I got scared enough of it to not to fear death, because I didn't fear death before that. On Wikipedia, there's a chicken who lived for like 3 days without its head. Really, 3 days? Wow, dang! It must have had some slow moving blood, like something um made the blood thick enough not to flow out. Cause Why would they even do that to a chicken? Why would they let it live that long? Yeah, one day my dad was just horrible and drunk and everything, and we had chickens that were our pets. We weren't gonna eat them or anything. They were our pets, and we had nursed this one back to health. And one day he just got mad at the world, and he was told my evil brother that was a spoiled brat and evil. He's like, pick a chicken to kill, basically. And my brother picked the one that we had spent all the time nursing back to health because my brother was a fucker. And then my dad was in, he took the chicken in the sink inside the house, okay, inside the fucking house, and then cut the head off, and obviously jumped out of the sink and ran all around the house and sprayed blood everywhere while it did it. And I'm like, what? It was just horrible. Horrible, horrible thing to go through. And then my dad, cleaned it and everything and barbecued it in the back. And I think my older brothers ate it, but none of the younger kids that nursed that chicken back to health or anything. And we were starving kids. We didn't eat that no matter what. That was disrespectful. Um, it said how the headless horseman story got written on. I don't know. The farmer was gonna eat it and decided to keep it around as a pet, but then it died, so he thought he was gonna keep it around with no head as a pet. Like, how cruel are you? That's horrible, horrible, horrible. I would be traumatized. I am traumatized. That was terrible. My heart sinks. I can remember it like it was yesterday. And yeah, I didn't know that happened to a chicken. I was little. I was like probably 8 or 9. So I didn't know what was happening or why it happened or anything. I just know it happened. And then later in life, as I learned, it's like, oh, that's why that happened. As far as the chicken still being alive. I mean, are you telling me that those people that my grandson goes to pick up is still alive? Well, heck no. No, it's by that point they're probably totally all the way dead. It only happens to certain people. It doesn't happen to everybody, but it only happens to certain people, and they don't. When I don't know how they do it everywhere, but now they wait longer to officially call it when somebody's passed away. They'll like write a time or whatever, but they'll leave the body around for a while and then have a doctor come in and say, yeah, they're really gone or whatever. So they've changed a lot of things. But I don't think there's only a few people that woke up from the dead in history. So there might have been. You'll never know, but it's not every single person. Um, if you ever can, you need to. Alright, no. I wish. That's what I tell myself almost every day. In Indonesia, some lady didn't actually die and she was knocking on the doors, coppins to let them out. Yeah. And that happens way more times than we would think it would. That is so scary. But yeah, that's not lucid awakeness. That's somebody that's actually alive. I thought you meant that when the person dies, their spirit lingers, not the body. No, it's literally them just basically having a little bit of awareness, but they really don't know what's going on. Like, so I don't understand when people say, "So it's sad though." Imagine sitting around and waiting years and years and years for somebody to wake up from a coma, and then they wake up and you think you have them again, and it's only really for them to say goodbye in a way, you know. But yeah, that just scared me. The examples they showed and stuff that made me fear death, and that was the thing I needed, I guess, at that time because I didn't fear death before that. No, because when we went home after my brother passed away, about 3 hours later, we all heard him calling my name like he was frustrated and frantic. Then I couldn't hear him. Wow. Mm. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird and sad and difficult because you're like, why does it have to be sound that way? Alright, guys, we made it to 3 o'clock where I gotta go do this water. Um, Hopefully, like I said, you'll see me soon on the live. Thank you guys for staying up for me, listening to my jibber jabber, not knowing how to pronounce words, or really keeping with my thoughts. I don't know. I just hope I can go to sleep after I do all this stuff. Well, it's not a lot of stuff, but it's enough to make me feel awake once I get back in my room. But I hope you guys have a good night. And don't forget about me. I'm still going to figure out what time I'm going to be going on these things. Even if they're random. Hopefully you guys can catch them when you can. Um, I hope I can get some sleep, but I am really worried about these pipes. But yeah, I hope I can stay sleepy. Um, alright, you guys. Good night.